Hey Charlie, matter happy, matter scam, Yawa day town. Make sure say you are not part of those Yawa, because if you are part of those Yawa, then we don't know how we will solve the matter. Charlie, this is your boy Mugabe GH live from Exhub Studio, and I'm here to tell you about what is going on in our energy sector. So right now, I think our ECG men are in town. The new board have decided that Charlie, due to power theft and the burden on the government right now concerning energy crisis, they decided they are going out on a full operation in some part of Greater Accra. Right now, during the course of that, they found out some homes that are operating without meter. And you guys know that ECG power or ECG can only be consumed when you have meter. But now consumers are consuming ECG without meter. Now, the question also that I've been asking myself some days is that ECG is an entity, it's a government entity. Now, the people within the ECG, during last year, some went on full operation. What was the result? How has the result been solved? Or the approach to the result? Now, this year also they are in town doing operations. Charlie, I want to find out from the people first before I even deal into the matter. ECG, do we think we should change every board member of ECG and re-employ new structure or new form of people to work at the ECG? They have to answer us. Now, these people has moved to part of Greater Accra, I think the East Accra, and they found out over 100 houses or over 100 homes without ECG energy meter. And the houses are fully operating. The question is, who gave them such connection? Or who connected them to ECG power? Because those houses have been connected straight from an ECG distribution pole. So it is obvious that it is the same ECG people who connected them. Now, when people has been given contract, do we look at the detail of the contract or do we inspect their contract? Because ECG doesn't work alone. ECG work with private cooperatives like private contractors and then other people involved. Now, the people that are involved aside the government people, when we descend the contract to their level, do we do supervision or we just give them an opportunity to take a drum of cable and go and work for so because you are a contractor without a supervision? Because I look at it that per what is happening at that particular estate around Rebel Court or so Rebel Hub, around when you are going to Oyarefa, I think they are around Oyarefa Lane to Ebri, that roadside. I think the estate is somewhere located around that side. And per the number of buildings that are not having meter and they are consuming power, definitely there is an involvement of ECG personnel. That is what sometimes when I sit and I'm thinking, I ask myself, this country, are we serious for once? Over 100 homes without ECG meter. Over 100 homes without ECG meter. Even to extend a block factory that surprises the company, the estate blocks, is working directly on ECG without a meter. Another intake was that sometimes the ECG decided to connect people on the line by telling them that there is no meter, so we can connect you direct, create an app or whatever for you. At the end of the month, we accumulate your consumption and you pay. So if the individual comes and tell you that I'm having one TV, one radio, and one fridge, and you accumulated that bill as 100 CD bill, give it to him. Every month he should pay. And the person go ahead by buying AC, like 5 AC and other appliances in addition to the existing ones. Would the person come and tell you that, oh, Makoto AC, Makoto way, and Timufa bill no can niamudi mami ni huana. No. So I think the ECG should try a way of managing this power system. But let's quickly take and watch the video.
Just a minute, what's in here, Papa? I won't see this way. What? And almost everybody has an air conditioner.
Yeah.
Almost everybody has an air conditioner. Look at me. But please, I'm coming. I'm taking.
Mr. Michael, please, well, good morning. And please, well. Let's go.
That they use for their construction. And you can see clearly here that there is no meter right from the pole to the board, and they've connected it direct to the machine. So there is no meter here, and then they are using it for free. So that's where they use it for their building.
So this is the factory that supplies blocks to the estate company.
Yes, this is what we've seen for now. Yeah, we don't know whether they have another one there. So we'll disconnect it.
Watching the video, guys, see how these particular houses on a row, a whole estate operating without a meter. And look at how their block factory also was operating without a meter. I asked myself, who did that connection? You see, their grievances might be probably they have paid and ECG is delaying. And there's no doubt of it. Normally, when you go to ECG, they will tell you, oh, there is no meter. So, you bet me since what started processing, they will create an app for you. Now, app now you're creating for you. At the end of the month, will deduct from you, pay money, and they will take it. Now, the question is, that is not even the problem. Some residents that are uncompleted buildings, listen, maybe when they were building that estate, they have given them a temporary power. ECG has given them temporary power to start the project. And after that, instead of them to go back to ECG or ECG to come forward to check or to audit what is going on that particular field, they don't. So when the people finish, they just distribute their lines wherever they want it, however they want it, within the estate, without the mind of the ECGs. It could be at that aspect as well. But then, it is the duty of the ECG to make sure that power theft or anything concerning power in Ghana must be attained to. But it looks like in Ghana, we don't care. Some of them has even they deploy them on the field to go out there and check these illegal installations and blah 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 blah. I don't know, they don't bring it back with any good result. Imagine said last year, the bus or more fuel buses, I had other various areas to just check on, illegal connections and bring a report from the field. The question is, how many reports has been brought after embarking on that particular assignment? So you realize that the whole ECG is a package of problem on its own. So it is the time for them to start investigating the private contractors that they work with. You cannot just sit down there and say you have employed somebody to work at ECG without knowing the technicality of what goes on the field. What I said, Obi Wawa also a technical school, and now we are University of Science and Technology. You are employed as engineer, not the office. How will you know the technicality of what goes on in the field or on the field? You see, when the big men that are in their offices started going to investigate issues on the field, they'll be able to identify the problem that people are encountering. Because for all you know, those people are paid to ECG through some contractors, but they are not having their meter. So right from there, some of the residents there explain how they have, they have been disappointed in the current exercise that the ECG has carried on, their displeasure of the ECG. Because a man was complaining bitterly that he is a doctor from Bridge, and that is where he lives. And for the past 2 years now, he has acquired a meter, and the meter that he has acquired is working. Now, some other houses will not be working through, will not be using meter. But then, when you are coming to do your disconnection, you should go house by house. Oh, okay, I went to house A, and house A is having a meter. So let me check it from house B. When you go to house B and house B is not having a meter, disconnect house B. Don't come and disconnect from the source and say because some are not having meter, everybody should sleep in darkness. So he has raised a concern about his displeasure on how ECG carried out that particular assignment, because he was saying in his comment that common sense should tell them that some people who are having meters should not be disconnected. So fine, he is not stopping them for not doing disconnection, but prior to that, they should do their disconnection with common sense. Let's quickly take and watch that particular video.
Illegal connection is quite unfortunate. I would expect that you are measured in some of the accusations you throw around. I moved here in 2023, that's November. My house number is up there. You can go have a look. For security reasons, I already put that on camera. And I've had a meter since then. Okay. The last time the residents had a meeting with the estate developers, and they mentioned that for there are over 200 houses left, they have already contacted ECG, made payments, and there have been several follow-up for the meters to be installed. Okay, mind you, most of these houses you see in my entire lane, about 10 houses, I'm the only occupant in the house. A lot of the people in here are diasporans. You understand, and that is how the structure has been designed to take care of diaspora. So if you see about 400 houses here, you have just about 10% of the people living there. You can go around and watch. You understand? I'm a medical person. I work around Ridge, and I come all the way here. I drive here, and because you think there are illegal connections for meters that they have paid for, and you are not supplying, you come and disconnect us. So is it that most of I said initially that you should be measured in. I mean, how do you define illegal connection? What's the definition of illegal connection?
We've seen when we went on, we saw.
You know, there are some of these connections which are ECG sanctioned. You understand? They come and say that there are no meters, and that we'll do this, and then in a matter of months you are going to have the meters. Do you qualify that as illegal connection?
Do you have any evidence to show?
That is why I am telling. How many people
have you seen any documents before that you are on that grounds?
I have been very measured in what I'm putting out there. I said, this is what my estate manager tells me.
So you need
and my position is that I have had a meter since November 2023. So if there's any mass, disconnection happening, it should not affect me.
Charlie, you people have seen how the guy explained himself to the ECG authorities, and he's telling them boldly because he knows he has a meter. And what he's saying, see, you go to some places, I'm on direct connection, and it is the fault of the ECG personnel. You pay a meter, and for 3, 4, 5 months, some time ago, somebody was complaining, said, well, I applied for a meter for about 2, 3 years on his son coming down. What do you expect such person to do? He wanted to run his business. He wanted to run his home. He wanted things to go well for him. He wanted to move into his apartment. And he has applied for a meter. And for that long period, ECG keep telling you, you need meter. You need meter. And sometimes they come with a conclusion that, okay, no problem. Since you want the meter and the meter is not ready, let us make sure that we created or develop an app for you. And per that app, you will calculate the usage, your appliances, things that you are using. If it is 50 Ghana, every month you pay 50 Ghana. So they are giving you a fixed cost that you have to pay at the end of the month. Now, if you look at the buildings that the ECG people have found, almost all of them are using ACs. Yes, so the power and the current is not passing through the meter. It's direct. And they say from the beginning, you also be an if until the caretaker and the wall until my man no temporary light for now. Now on use 2 bulb any other charging the phone. But of course, so now he has sold the apartment to somebody. Now the person has relocated in. They started using because the whole place has been wired already. So they start consuming power, sometimes without the knowledge of the ECG. But it is the ECG that failed to do their work. Obi by apply for meter, give the person his meter. And the government should see it today. They shouldn't see it as a joke. Because nobody will come and pay over 2,000, over 3,000, over 6,000 to you, take it be 3-phase or single-phase meter. And for 2 years, you will not provide meter to the person. What do you expect? So these are the things that the government should see to it. I'm saying in my nice opinion that, or from my mind, that the government should see to it that meter has been provided to every person who wants to use meter. Since we decided to move out from the analog system to come to digital world, and we have these meters that we purchase from online, the government should make sure that we even have excess of meter in the town. We shouldn't have shortage of meters. Because definitely, if you have a shortage of meter, this is what we are going to experience. A country that you go and apply for meter, and they said the whole company said we have short of meters. Sometimes they will tell you the meters that we have are for replacement. Contractors will take money, they will not even supply the meters. And that is the problem we are facing. So viewers, I'm trying in conclusion that the government should come into this matter. It shouldn't be about going to detect the illegal connection of the people. But the only way they can also solve this is that they should see to it, they've provided the necessary tools that will prevent people from using illegal connection. Because people that say they are another funny or the government in the car. Because any duty say uncle Tom meter money who a government duty say also money meter. Even the meter should be made flexible. Since it is a prepaid that the person is going to buy, I think the government should even make the meter at every disposal. Say konoko meter number you should. There shouldn't be any payment. Because at the end of the day, we pay for revenue on the meter. The power that we are consuming, we pay for revenue. So the government can make their meter, go to any nearby ECG office. If you have your system well done, go there and take meter. This thing should take you like 3-4 days. This thing should take you like 3-4 days. If the government really want to deal with this energy situation, this thing should take you 4 days to get a meter from ECG. No. Energy Commission come to check and blah, blah, blah. After that, the highest 2 days, the person should get meter. But in Ghana here, you will go and pay for meter, and 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you are not getting the meter. Unless you do follow up. Some will even come and tell you that, a meter and say, oh, yeah, the mommy, be more on power. It's, ECG. It's not about fighting the clients in the town, but doing the right thing, resetting among yourself, know what is going on in Ghana. Viewers, when you see ECG trending this week, these are the reasons. It is Exhub Studio. Try to get to the comment section and let's vibe. Don't forget to like, share, hit the notification button, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Thank you for staying with us.